Greetings. There is no accident and nothing happens by chance. And that is what I really want to speak to you about. And that is why I would encourage you to learn as much as possible concerning the subconscious mind and why feeling is the secret to manifest your every desire. So, how are you feeling today? How did you spend your night? How did you awake? And how did you live throughout the rest of the day? All of those things are very, very important if you're going to understand why I am saying to you that there is no accident and nothing happens by chance. You see, it's very important for you to learn about cause and effect. And that is why I'm going to go into this book and continue reading from Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. This is the book right here. Okay? And I'm going to continue to do these videos one after the other. It's almost like a course that I'm giving to you, that you can go back on all of these videos and you can listen to them and help them and use them, to help you to reprogram your subconscious mind. Now, the last time I speak to you concerning the subconscious mind, I end where it says that it is reflective control of the operation of the subconscious that is control of your ideas and feelings. Okay, that was the last part that I did, showing you that all of your ideas and your feelings is based on what you impress upon your subconscious mind, and that the subconscious mind is the place of operation. Okay, now I'm gonna continue reading where it says chance or accident is not responsible for the things that happen to you. Okay, nor is predestined fate the author of your fortune or misfortune. Your subconscious impressions determine the conditions of your world. So everything that's happening in your outer world is based on your subconscious impression. So it is what you impress upon your subconscious mind. That is what you would experience in the outer three-dimensional world. It is simple. It is you saying that I reap what I sow. It is as simple as that. And if you look at nature, you will always see in nature what is sown is what will bring forth a harvest. And that is what the farmer will reap. And you have to see your mind as the garden where you're sowing your seed and you're going to reap the harvest. You're going to get the fruit. Okay? And that is why it's very important for you to know more about the subconscious mind. That part of you that never sleeps. That's why it's very important for you to know who you are. It's very important for you to know how powerful you are. Okay? So if you do not understand what is shaping your outer world, you are like a lost soul on this planet, because it's like a ship on the sea and it has no compass, it has no direction, it doesn't know where it's going. And so many people are living their life without any understanding of how life is supposed to be lived. But I am here to help you by teaching you how important it is to learn about the subconscious mind and learn to reprogram your subconscious mind. It says here, the subconscious is not selective. It is impersonal and no respecter of persons. So when I say God is not a respecter of persons and so on, right? It is speaking about that part of you, as I said before, that doesn't sleep, that part of you that is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, that invisible part of you. Therefore, it is impartial. And the Bible speaks of the subconscious mind as one that is blind. When you speak about Isaac, And so just as the earth is impartial, whatever you sow in Mother Earth, it will give back to you. Okay? And the womb of a woman is impartial also. Whatever is sown in the womb of a woman, she will bring back to you. So a woman can actually bring forth for any man, any part of this world. Okay? So that's why everybody may say the subconscious mind is impersonal and non-selective. Okay? So when you understand that, and you understand that the physical world is an expression of the thought world, then you would realize whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind, whatever you impregnate your inner self with, that is the harvest that you will reap. Okay? So it's very important for you to know that. And when you really know that, you will not become a respecter of person, because you realize that everyone is just reaping what they sow. It goes on to say here, the subconscious is not concerned with the truth or falsity of your feeling. It always accepts as true that which you feel to be true. You see, when you understand this, you will never be judgmental. You will never become religious and try to live life based on what is good and what is evil. You will understand that there is balance, and you will understand why the Bible says that I am God and there is no other. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. And that is in Deuteronomy 32:39. And in Isaiah chapter 45 verses 5 to 7, it also says that I am God and there is no other. He says, I create the darkness and I create the light. I create good and I create evil. So when you understand that good and evil, it all have to do with our thinking. It all have to do with what we are embracing as feeling. That is what is giving us our result. Then you will understand each and every one based on their level. So the thief is on a certain level. The rich man is on a certain level. The poor man, the beggar man, they are all on different levels. So there are different levels of consciousness, or different states of mind. So everyone is reaping their state of mind. Every one of us, we are a sower and a reaper. Okay? So you reap what you sow. And it all have to do with our feelings, our emotions. So you have to be very, very careful of your feelings. Don't just get all emotional for nothing. That is why it's very important that you stay away from the news. Because people look at the news and they get all emotional. People look at certain movies and they get all emotional and not knowing that they are wasting their creative power away, giving their power away to all the different distractions that are out there to distract them. Okay, let me go on here. He said the subconscious is not concerned with the truth or falsity of your feeling. It always accepts as true that which you feel to be true. Feeling is the assent of the subconscious to the truth of that which is declared to be true. Because of this quality of the subconscious, there is nothing impossible to man. So, when you learn about the subconscious mind, you would realize that you are limitless. And then you would understand why the Bible says, with God all things are possible. Then it turns around again and says, if thou, speaking about you, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to you who can believe. Which is saying that God in man is man's imagination. And if God in man is man's imagination and God and man are one, then it means that nothing is impossible to you. So this is saying that when you discover the secret of the subconscious mind and the secret of God in man to be man's imagination, that nothing would be impossible to you. Because you will discover what Matthew 6:33 really means when it says that if you seek first to find the kingdom of God and you find the kingdom of God, you definitely find the place, the treasure within you. Because it says that all these things that you so desire in this world, all the temporal things, the things of matter, okay, it says all these things will be added onto you. And when you understand energy transmutes to matter, then you will understand that when you find the energy field within you, you would have found the field of possibilities. And you can transmute anything that you so desire by way of thoughts into this three-dimensional world, and it will become a hard and objective fact. It will be materialized because everything dwells on energy, vibration, and frequency. So it is you vibrating to a certain frequency where nothing is impossible to you. You see, whatever the mind of man, you see, can conceive and feel as true, the subconscious can and must objectify. Your feelings create the pattern from which your world is fashioned. And a change of feeling is a change of pattern. This definitely explains Jeremiah chapter 18, where he speaks about the potter and the clay. And the potter was forming and shaping the vessel to how he wants it. It's all speaking about your mind, your imagination. It is speaking about that part of you whereby you are omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. So you can form, you can shape, you can mold, you can create your ideal world if you understand the power of your subconscious mind. If you understand your God power, your inner power that you can use to achieve your every desire. That's what he's saying here. Then it says here, the subconscious never fails to express that which has been impressed upon it. Never fail to express that which is impressed upon it. So even as I speak to you, my word is the expression of my thoughts, because a word is a thought expressed. So every word and every action is the expression of a thought. And if a religious person knows that, they will never blame a devil or look to an entity outside of themselves. They will realize that everything is cause and effect. So everything is just an expression of your psyche, of your mentality. Okay, and if you're wondering where I'm reading from page 6, okay? From page 6 I'm reading. And I'm at the bottom where it says here, the subconscious never fails to express that which has been impressed upon it. The moment it receives an impression, it begins to work out the ways of its expression. That's why you're not supposed to worry about how or when it will be done. All you're supposed to do is get into the feeling of your wish, fulfill and impress that feeling upon your subconscious mind. He said it accepts the feeling impressed upon it. Your feeling as a fact existing within itself and immediately sets about to produce in the outer or objective world the exact likeness of that feeling. So you're getting back the exact likeness of that feeling, which we refer to as personality, as reality. Even when we look at the element of water, whatever you put water in and you put it under a certain temperature, let's say cold, you put it under freezing, okay, and it becomes ice. It forms and molds the shape of that vessel that you put it in. So too with our reality that we are facing. You see, everything is connected. It's just that you have to be more observant. He says here, the subconscious never alters the accepted beliefs of man. Could never be altered. Okay? It all pictures them to the last detail, whether or not they are beneficial. So when you realize that your subconscious mind do not care about whether it's beneficial or it's not beneficial, whether is it false or whether is it true, the subconscious mind doesn't care about that. It's impartial. Okay? It's non-selective. You know, God is not a partial God. God is not a God of confusion. So when you understand, you know, that God is a power within you, and you understand that that power is impartial, then you will understand how you must accept the polarity and understand that you can have darkness without light. And then when you understand that, you will realize that everything is an outpicturing of that which is within, and that everyone that you're beholding is your own self being pushed out. It's just different version of yourself. So you have a higher self and you have a lower self, and so you will see people in this world that are expressing their lower self, and you find those who are expressing their higher self. You find people who are doing things in their life that is beneficial and people who are doing things that is not beneficial, yet they do not want change in their life because many of them are not willing and open-minded enough to learn. So unless you really learn more about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind really works, you will continue to remain a slave. You continue to be a spiritual dwarf, never growing or expanding in life because you have one set of belief that was handed down to you, and you fail to realize that you're born in a state of amnesia, a state of forgetfulness, and that what you know and what you believe to be true, it was impressed upon your subconscious mind from a child. So you are programmed. So you have to break the program. Get out of the programming of the matrix and learn to think for yourself. Let me just read down here in chapter 7. Okay, and I think after that I'll close here and continue again. Okay, another time. He said, to impress the subconscious with the desirable state, you must assume the feeling that will be yours had you already realized your wish. So you see, you have to always live in the present tense. You always have to live from the end. You instead of you thinking of it, you're supposed to think from it. So when you make like say like myself, when I make a video about how you can become super rich, and ignorant, idiotic people would say, oh, he's not rich. Those are people who are brainwashed and only see the outer manifestation, but they cannot see the inner working and the law of gestation. So they judge based on what they see on the outside. That is why unless you can trust and believe in the unseen, you'll never be able to live your ideal life. To operate in faith is not to have blind faith, but to understand the science of alchemy, to understand what it means to give, and it's going to come back to you, to understand the law of compensation, to come to the realization that you have to become a millionaire within your mind before you can become a millionaire or a multi-millionaire in this physical three-dimensional world, which is basically the imaginary world. You have to realize before one can become a billionaire in this physical world, they have to have that desire and believe in it. So everything is lived from within and then it's been expressed from without. So if you know that you're on your way, you can confess it, you can speak it because you believe it. And then 5 years from now, 10 years from now, those same people laugh at you, they will be working for you. So my brother, my sisters, you have to have strong belief in yourself. He said, in defining your objective, you must be concerned only with the objective itself. You see, don't get concerned about all the other things that people are looking for and judging themselves based on these things. You see, many people look to money and other things for happiness. That is why you have so much unhappy millionaires, multi-millionaires, and billionaires. You have to find happiness within yourself first. You have to find yourself to be money before you can even attract money, because you have to understand that money was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined, and you have to understand that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, and that you are a mass of energy, and that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transmuted. So you will realize that money is just a transmutation of energy. So how could you know that and you not know that you're already rich? And we are born in this world rich. So when people make certain foolish comments, you know that those people are idiots, okay, who think they know something when they don't know anything. The manner of expression or the difficulties involved are not to be considered by you. See? That's why some people never start a business, because they believe that they have to have money to start a business. But I'm saying to you, start from zero. That's why in mathematics, they teach you to come from 0 right up to 9. There's no number higher than 9. It is teaching you how to come from 0 to hero. You got to go all the way up to the top of the pyramid. Okay, at the bottom it is crowded, and you can know the people who are at the bottom, they always make certain comments. To think feelingly on any state impresses it on the subconscious mind. And that is why you cannot give your energy away to these negative people who will comment on the trolls and so on. Okay, never give your energy away. If you notice when people make certain comments, I do not answer those comments. And that is a lesson to you who are listening to me, never to give your energy away to losers and time wasters, people who have become wandering souls on this planet and who are looking for things in this world to complete them. But no, you have to feel complete within yourself before you can really attract and manifest these things. And if you do it without having that feeling of completeness in your life, it will turn out as a curse in your life. What's supposed to be progress, it can turn out as a curse in your life. So my brother, my sisters, let me just read this last one for you. Say, therefore, if you dwell on difficulties, barriers, or delay, the subconscious, by its very non-selective nature, accept the feeling of difficulties and obstacles as your request and proceeds to produce them in your outer world. If you're speaking to yourself about recession and you're speaking to yourself about inflation and you're complaining about the prices and the supermarket shelf and you're complaining about your work and you're complaining about can't make ends meet and you're saying there's water more than flour, because that's a term they like to use down here in the Caribbean. When you start to use all of those terms and you start to speak against yourself, those are affirmations that you're affirming against yourself. Because once you do it with certain feelings and certain emotion, the subconscious mind will receive that as your request and will give you your results. So everything is just cause and effect. You're the cause of everything in your life. Let me read this last piece. It says, the subconscious is the womb of creation. So that's where creation is taking place. It receives the idea unto itself through feelings of man. It never changes the idea received, but always gives it form. Hence, the subconscious outpictures the idea in the image and likeness of the feeling received. I will end here. So, remember that, okay, you are the cause of everything in your life. If you should take anything away from what I'm saying, let it be that you are the cause of everything in your life. So everything is mental. We are living in a mental world, and everything that's happening in your life is an out picturing of what is taking place within. Therefore, my brother, my sisters, you're told, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm teaching you how to renew your mind by teaching you more about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind really works. That was Abdullah's teaching to Neville Goddard when he taught him that the essential character of the Bible is man's imagination. Therefore, order your conversation aright. Learn to order and wait. Trust the process and believe that God in man is man's imagination. And you will use your imagination wisely and creatively for the advancement and upliftment of all of humanity. Make use of your life. It's never too late. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and it really resonates with you and you have a subscriber already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram and you'd like to follow me on TikTok or on rumble.com, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. Also, you can have a one-on-one with me if you so desire. You can reach out to me by way of email. I share with you the terms and conditions, and once they fit you and you're willing to invest in yourself, we can definitely have a great time together, go deeper down the rabbit hole and expound more perfectly on these things. So the choice is yours. I'll definitely like to work along with you. Also, before I leave you, I just want to let you know that I have a Patreon and I have a course there. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. And it's very important for you to have the right concept of yourself and for you to understand the inner sun that is within you. Because when you are in alignment with that inner sun, it will replicate that of the outer sun. As you can see, whatever the sun shines upon it, it brings forth bountifully. And once you're in alignment, your life will bring forth bountifully. Because that's what it means when it says that, let your light so shine for the world to see, that men will behold your light and know that truly the Creator is within you, because you'll be operating the creative power that is within you. So my brother, my sisters, if you feel strongly to check out those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. But just before I leave you, I just want to remind you that if you feel strongly to support this work, that we have a PayPal and that the link is always down below. So with that, this is my brother, my sisters, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.